What's poppin' today? We are in a new book. The book of the Bible we are in today is James. And I'm going to be reading the bigger picture and the takeaway of this book. The bigger picture. True faith must be lived out in everyday life by good deeds. Such good works demonstrate the presence of faith and justification before God. Now, the takeaway. Works are the visible evidence of true faith and are one way that people help and bless one another. The title of the text is Trials Make Patience, starting in James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation, knowing, verse 2, the phrase "when ye fall into diverse temptation" assumes that trials are a normal part of the Christian life. Joy suggests the eschatological end times hope of deliverance from trials, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Verse 3, knowledge that the trying of your faith worketh patience is the basis for joy, patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Verse 4, patience indicates the further work must be done for the purpose of making the believers perfect and entire, nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given unto him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Verse 6 through 8. The basis for confidence here is not just the fact that we exercise faith, but the person in whom we place our faith in, which is God. Ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because of the flower of the grass he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with the burning heat, but it withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. Verse 9 through 11. In relation to eternity, neither the poor nor the wealthy have anything to boast about. They are equals before God. Ways. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Verse 12. Blessed reflects the understanding that a person who walks in the path set by the Lord sees his plight in terms of the eschatological hope that awaits him. Love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Every good gift of every perfect gift, and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creation. Verse 17. Father of lights referred to God in verse 5, who created the lights that rule days and seasons in Genesis 1:14 through 19. With whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning, alludes to the fact that God's nature is unchanging and that his promises are secure. Verse 18. Word of truth refers to the gospel, which new birth comes. First fruits refers to the best that the harvest produces. Verse 13 through 18. God's relationship to temptation is made clear by two kinds of statements. On the one hand, there are assertions that clarify what God is not or does not do. God cannot be tempted, neither tempteth he any man. On the other hand, there are assertions as to what things do come from God. Every good gift and every perfect gift. The source of temptation is one's own lust. Lust focuses on the immediacy that carnal desire creates, spurring a person to act, to be drawn away and enticed. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the grafted word, engrafted word, which is able to save our souls. Verse 21. Engrafted word refers to the gospel as received by the believer souls. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what the manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Verse 23 to 25. The distinction between the hearer who forgetteth and the doer of the word who continueth is whether he allows the perfect law of liberty to shape his life's course. The person who hears and does the word puts faith into action and is blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man religion is vain. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted for the world. Verse 26 through 27. James's definition of pure and undefiled religion is based on action, not heedless, hearing, and meaningless lip service. Care for orphans and widows has always been a special concern of God's. In Exodus 22:22-24, Deuteronomy 10:18, and Isaiah 1:17.